Hey guys, Menchihi, and today I'm going to show you a track, something like a lo-fi house, and then I made something like a lo-fi beats in the same speed, in the same BPM, but let me show you the track and I'll explain how I made it. Actually, this project has serum presets, and some of them something like eat a lot of my memory. But anyway, I'll show you a part of the track. We shouldn't listen to whole track, and I'll explain how I made it. Something like that. Here's lo-fi house track. Let's start from the drums. Yeah, I used a kick. By the way, I wanted to use some of these three kick, something like that, or that. By the way, this kick already pre-made for this genre, but I decided to make the kick by my own. Actually, it sounds like that. By the way, you can hear something like a vinyl noise. It's this because I used retrocolor FX. Let me mute it. And I used two plugins for this. It's a plugin called Crash. By the way, it's totally free. You can download it. And I used this preset. To make kick more tight, and I used a cue to make it more lo-fi, something like lo-fi compatible. So I forgot this word, sorry my English guys. And this kick sounds more vintage because of this plugin called Crush, and this EQ because I cut it all of the high frequencies. That's why bass drum sounds like that. Then we have clap. I used two layers for the clap, and I used these plugins. I use Camel Crusher, by the way, also you can download it for free. I use this default preset called Annihilate, and it sounds, as you see, it sounds more tight and more with distortion. And also I cut it high frequencies, because this style called lo-fi, of course, we don't need to make a lot of high frequencies. Also, we have this closed head. Basically, it sounds like that, but I used crash, EQ, and the reverb. Crash to make it more distorted. EQ to cut high frequencies, and reverb I used to make reverb to make more atmosphere for the drums. I just mixed this reverb effects for 21%, something like that. We don't need a lot of reverb here. Then we have this loop. It's also on the first channel, and then we have something like clap effects. I also used EQ, Camel Crusher, and reverb. I also cut it this high frequency range. Then we have right, and now it sounds like cool lo-fi drums. Also, I used this texture. It's something like white noise, because it's lo-fi, and we need to have something like white noise, or some noises, some textures, maybe vinyl noise, to hear it a bit. We don't need to make a lot of this noise, just a bit to make something like a vintage shades. Yeah. Then we have bass. I used here Sangudizer, EQ, and the Kickstart. By the way, this bass already has all the noises, and it sounds cool without any distortions on the channel. Yeah. Then we have these keys. Something like that, and I used here EQ, retro color, and the Kickstart. Kickstart is working only on a drop. In the breakdown it's off, and we have this one. I cut it just in case high frequencies here, and I used this cool plugin for lo-fi and something like similar styles, I don't know. And by the way, it has vinyl noise inside. You can control it. And you control this magnitude parameter. Of course, I decided to leave tiny bit vinyl noise, and yeah, it makes more vintage mood. Also, we have a pad. By the way, as you see, this pad eats a lot of memory. When it starts to play, you can see we have 30% of the working of the processor, but almost 85% when it plays. Really fat preset. And we have here something like a vocal texture. Something like that. Then we have something like a melody. And I made something like automation for the cutoff filter of this preset to open it in the breakdown and on the drop as well. Then we have this cool pad here. Yeah, sounds really cool, and I decided to add some melody to this pad. And also we have something like a wrist bass. Something like that. Also we have a crash. I also cut it high frequencies here to make it less bright, and we have here a delay effects to make something like a delay, and we have this crash, this reverse crash, also with cut it high frequencies. Here we have vocals. Yeah, I just used phrases here. We have on the 5th channel, and let me show what I used here. So I used I cut it high frequencies, as you see. Let me off these plugins. It sounds like that. It sounds like more commercial vocals, but I decided to cut high frequencies to make it more vintage. Also here I used Little Alter Boy. I decided to make a beat format here to the low side. And I decided to use Valhalla Supermassive. By the way, it's also free plugin. It's something like a delay or reverb effects, but it has a regular delay effects, and it sounds more vintage, more cool than usual delay effects. Oh, let me on it. As you hear, it consists in delay and reverb effects inside. Okay, that's what we have here, and I decided to make something like a lo-fi beat. By the way, I'll explain what variation we have here. Let's listen to it. didn't make such an effects for pads and melody, but just for the bass. And we have some instruments from the lo-fi house. We can make, of course, something like a lo-fi beats. It's the different just in drums. You can use different drums, and the track sounds a bit different, but the bass, something like the bass of this track is the same. Yeah, something like that. What do you think, guys, about my lo-fi house and lo-fi beats demos? And you can find this project on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link in description. By the way, I made something like a small sample and serum pack for lo-fi house, lo-fi beats. You can easily find also in description. Just follow the link and you can subscribe and download this project and my other project that I showed on my channel. Yeah, something like that. Okay, guys, Menchi was here. Bye bye.